Hey guys, if you like time flies as much as I do, you're in the right spot. This is Super Flies for Super Guys, and I'm your host, Jody Sharp. Let's get into tying some of those wicked flies.
Okay, guys, this is a really good fly. This one's going to be really good for you. This one we call the Good Morning Maria. I named this after my wife because she's beautiful, and I think it's a beautiful fly, and it works really well. So we are going to tie this on a size 10 straight eagle claw, and we're going to put on our clear nylon thread like so, and then wrap it back to the front. Okay, as usual, we're going to take some rubber latex glove and put down a protective water moisture barrier on our hook. So our hooks don't rust out. This just ensures that your hook doesn't rust and it doesn't wreck your hook. Tight wraps, making sure to cover your layer. Not too tight, you don't want to snap your rubber glove or rip it. You want to go all the way to the tail. Okay, to the bend of the hook. Now you're going to wrap it back up. And you're going to double over all the wraps you did before. There you go. Now your hook is secure. Tie down your latex, trim it off. Easy peasy. Okay, next step. As with all my sliders, my panfish sliders, we're going to use bead eyes from a chain from your sink. And we're going to tie it in like so, nice and tight, a couple of crazy eights, like so. You got some crazy glue hanging around, you can pull your bobbin off to the side, dab a crazy glue, it's going to lock those eyes in. I don't know if it's necessary to do that, but it will make your flies last longer. Okay, now we're going to wrap it to the end. We're going to take some pink marabou. I have some already prepared. And we're going to tie her on. And this is going to be our tail. We're going to dub over it, so you don't have to trim it off. It'll add a little bit of bulk to your fly, so you can just leave it on. One thing I really like on this fly is a bushy tail. So if you find the first strip wasn't quite bushy enough, you can grab another pinch of marabou and you can tie it on, and it'll make it nice and bushy. Again, you can trim off the excess, but I would leave it. It just adds a little bulk. It's going to be a bulky fly anyway, so okay. Beautiful. As with most of my sliders, for sure, a little bit of crystal flash. So I'm going to attach a piece of green. And we're going to tie it into the tail like so. Trim it to the length of the tail. Then we're going to flip our vise over. And we're going to tie in the second piece of the tail on the other side. Trim it to the length of our tail. Now, to make sure that it doesn't stick out, we're going to just pull it tight, and we'll do a couple of wraps so it blends into the tail. It might stick out a little bit, but when it gets wet, it isn't going to do that. Okay. Beautiful. So, we got our eyes, our tail. Now for this fly, I'm going to use some yellow wool dubbing to make the body. It really offsets the pink really nice. And you just want to, you don't want to wrap it on very tight at all. You just want to loose wrap it or dirty wrap it. You don't want it to be tight at all. You want it to be quite meaty. And you can add a little more. Okay. And just do a couple of wraps over it. Alright. So now we got our yellow wool. Now I like to put a little red wool collar or hotspot. Again, not sure if they think it's gills or not, but it works. Again, dirty dub it or loose dub it. You don't want it to be too thick in there or too thin. You want it to be kind of bulky. You want them fish to see that red. Something about red and orange just really attracts a lot of fish. They just are, I don't know if they see it as blood or gills or bloody gills or damaged gills, but it really seems to attract them. So we have our collar. Okay, next we're going to do our half hitches. Like so. And we're going to trim it off. Our line. And for our last step, we're going to take our nail polish, black nail polish, and we're going to coat the eyes black. And for this fly, to offset all the colors, I really like the whole thing to be solid black on the eyes. And you can cover up any thread of your thread that was on the eye, so you can make the eyes and the whole head kind of black. And that will really pop on these colors. Alright. If, which you almost most certainly will, I for sure do, if you get any in the eye of the hook, take a little safety pin and clean it out. You may want to do that twice, just making sure you leave a space for your line. And one very last thing, this fly, I like to take my dubbing brush and really I tease out the yellow. If you get a little bit of the red in there, no problem. You can be careful and do it with the eyes are wet, or you can put it off the side, let the eyes completely dry and do it, and work on a different fly till the eyes dry. but for the sake of time, I did it that way. And in this particular case, I did get a little bit in the eyes that were still wet, you could just reapply a dab. And I didn't get any in the hole, so that's okay. Alright guys, that's the Good Morning Maria. Let's just zoom in and we'll get you a view of that. This is a spectacular fly. I highly recommend it to anybody who, if you like pan fishing, this is one to put in your box. Really nice colors. Like I said, call it whatever you want. If you want to impress your wife, tie it, call it after your wife. And if her name's Lucy or Lynn or Jill or whatever you want to call it. In this case, it's the Good Morning Maria. It works really well. Alright, so happy tying, happy Friday, and we'll catch you later.
Okay, guys, hope you liked that video. Now hit like, share, and subscribe.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks for watching.